have to say, and I'm going to be honest, I don't care who won Cry, who won Bex. And that goes for everyone on the stream that I'm talking to and everyone in the comments. I don't care. I'm sick to death. Flawless said something. He go, and I tweeted this earlier. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. 2014, we all said Moyes out. Moyes went. 2016, we all said LVG out. LVG went. 2018, we all said Jose out. Jose went. We lost the first game of the season after Solskjaer got us to third. In a season where no Man United fan expected us to get top four. We lost 3 semi-finals, cool. We got to 3 semi-finals. We had one of the best records against the top 6 last season. He wants to get back in the transfer window, the same transfer window that we complained that the Glazers and the board, whether it's Ed Woodward, Matt Judge, or whoever it is, has failed manager after manager after manager. We all spoke about it before a ball was kicked. A ball is kicked, and the first thing a large section of Man United fans do, Ole out. And I think it's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace because it takes away from, it contradicts ourselves. Because we talk about the fact that we need to strengthen, that Chelsea has strengthened, that Liverpool has strengthened, that Man City have strengthened, that Spurs have even strengthened before we kick the ball. And we lose the first game, and the first thing we say is Ole out. Even though he overachieved last season, I don't care if you think that Ole ain't a good enough manager. I don't care. That is a debate that I'm willing to have at a later date. The point right now, and the problem, is that Ole and every manager before him, since Fergie, including Fergie actually, since the Glazers came in, has not been backed. And unless we change that, and I don't care about how much money, you spent 60 million on Angel Di Maria. Oh, you bought Pogba for 90 million. Oh, you spent 80 million on Maguire. I don't care. That is not the point. If I can hear a feedback from someone, if there are holes in our squad that need filling and they have not been filled, that is not being backed. I don't care how much you spend on one position or the other. It happened under Jose. And Jose got a second. And it happened under Jose. And in December, he was sacked. And we want Pochettino. We want Zidane. We want Jardine. We want Nagelsmann. They will come into this club, and in 18 months, every single one of you will be hashtagging Nagelsmann out, Poch out, Jardine out, Zidane out. That is insanity. And until we realize and continue to hold account the people who are ruining this club, we are enabling them to ruin the club because we shift the focus from one 90 minutes to the next 90 minutes onto the manager, onto the player, to fill an agenda that we had 18 months ago because we didn't think and our favorite manager didn't come in or our favorite manager wasn't, favorite player wasn't purchased or our least favorite player wasn't sold. We want to back our agenda to the hill instead of actually looking and seeing what is the problem at Manchester United. And if Ole is sacked, I don't want anyone saying anyone out because you asked for this. You asked for Ole to be sacked. You wanted a new manager, but nothing what caused that manager to fail at Man United has been changed. So expect the same thing. I am sick to death of it. I'm absolutely
Neeks, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Go on, Aaron.
I hear your point. I absolutely hear your point.
Get off your chest, Neeks. Neeks has been holding that in, Neeks.
No,
Yeah,
but I love that, man. I love the passion in what he said.
Guy, you know how you know he came serious? No green screen today and that. Man was ready.
Yo, Neeks, I hear what you're saying. Let me ask you this, right? Okay, let's say the board now in these next 15 days, they give Ole what he wants, the players that he needs, in the areas that we need the players. Do you know what I mean? He gets the players, the season starts, we do what we have to do. At the end of the season, let's say we're in the same position as we are today, which is we finish in top 4. we've reached a certain level in the cup competitions, let's say semi-finals or even finals, whatever it is, but we finished with no trophies. With the players that he's had, that's just the hypothetical. Do you know what I mean? I'm just speaking. Imagine that happens at the end of this season, and next year, around the same time, we're sat here doing the live stream, talking about we've made progress. Who is to blame at that point? Because then we would be in a similar situation as today, right?
Danny, wait.
No, Neeks, I've got to say one thing quickly. No, you're going to go off. I've got one thing to say. Bro, just one thing.
Yeah.
I've literally just got one thing before you go off, because you're going to have a lot more to say than I do. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer qualifies for the Champions League this season, it'll be the first time we've qualified for the Champions League consecutively since Alex Ferguson left. I just wanted to say that. Let Neeks go.
Respectfully, Aaron, sorry. I'm not going to answer the question, because that is assumption, it's conjecture, it's something that we are, and we're allowed to do. We're allowed to predict. We're allowed to that happens.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to deal in facts, and the facts are, if Ole is sacked today, we will be in the same position in 18 months. And I base that fact on history. I base it on what happened with Jose and what happened with Van Gaal and what happened with Moyes. You said, if Solskjaer is backed and we get the players, as I said, I'm happy to have that conversation. But right now, I'm not willing to have that conversation because we're not in that situation. So for me, it will be diverting away from the true problem. And every time we hit hashtag Ole Out, Ed Woodward smiles. Joe Glazer smiles. Matt Judd smiles, because they know that if they get rid of Ole tomorrow, people are going to be happy. When Jose was sacked, people were delighted. And I sat there and I said, you really think this is a solution? 2 years later.
It wasn't a solution, but I think you can agree with me, or everyone can agree with me when I say that Jose had to go, man.
Yeah,
he had to go.
I'm not saying he didn't, but
okay.
The issue is we were putting Jose as the problem, and if Jose was the problem, he would never have been in the job, because LVG would have succeeded. If Jose was the problem, Moyes would have succeeded. If Jose was the problem, Ole would be succeeded. And I'm not saying that he's failing, but he would have been succeeding. The fact is, all of those four managers, different ideologies, different philosophies, different styles of play. The only constant in the last 7 years is Ed Woodward. The only constant since 2005 is the Glazers. We need to look at what hasn't changed at Manchester United and why we're in the position, as opposed to what has changed. Because every time we keep changing and nothing actually changed.
Let me go.
What's going on?
Let me go.
Anyway.
Just before you go, Flo.